panel, and we will do so with the distinguished Dean of the House from Alaska, Mr. Young.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Lauder, and all the members of the committee. I will submit my written statement and suggestions to the stenographer, please. I was very pleased with what the minority leader had to say. I am the Dean of the House, and I have watched this process, I think, be successful in the House. It has worked well, and it's necessary, and it's been mentioned about the Constitution. I thought we reneged, especially on our side of the aisle, and transferred the power to the executive branch. And my district is a little different than all other districts because it's made of many, many small communities. And under this system, we appropriate money, or budget money, for the agencies which go to our state, and in turn the state distributes the money. And doing so, the rural communities are often forgotten. And the earmarks work very well because in my case, and I've been accused of by John McCain that I was the bridge to nowhere. You all heard of that. Yes, it was an earmark, and it was very transparent. We voted on the highway bill 4 times. I got on the floor of the House and explained every earmark in there I had, which were asked by municipalities, nonprofits, state governments, etc. down the line. In fact, I was criticized for exposing the earmarks, and I said, no, I want people to know they're there. Now, the bridge to nowhere was state money, was in the state formula which we were supposed to have. And of course, we had Hurricane Katrina, and the statement was made we ought to take the bridge to nowhere's money and distribute to those victims down in the hurricane. And of course, I've suffered that ever since. The bridge has not been built. It should have been built. There's never been a bridge anywhere that had anything on the other side until it was built. This is a crucial issue to this Congress. I believe the sooner the better. I've always fought for this. I think the members on the Republican side will remember some of our conference meetings when we set up the session. You were there, you were there, you were there, you were there, and we were committed to, at that time, to address this issue by June. That's last January. It has not occurred, and I want to compliment the Speaker and Mr. Sessions and Mr. Collins and all the minority side to bring this issue to the forefront. Because until this is solved, we are no longer the Congress of the people. We are just people. We cannot represent our people. And remember, does not contribute, and you heard from Rush Limbaugh and Mr. Hannity that this is going to add to the debt. And that's pure, pardon the expression, horse manure. Because in reality, it doesn't. We're spending within that, but we have the right, as we have the responsibility to respond to constituents' needs. That's our job as congressmen. Otherwise, what are we doing here? And it's not just money. The earmark rule went further than that. It even went further as policy. Because if it affected only one member, it was not, and it was under the earmark rule, it was not accepted. That's incorrect. What are we here for if we can't represent the people that vote for us? So, again, I mentioned to you, Mr. Chairman, that this to me is one of the crucial issues to this Congress, the next Congress, and this House. You heard in my presentation on the floor the other day, I love this House. And I don't want any executive, regardless of what president, to be running the House. And that's what's occurring now. It occurred in the last administration, it occurred in the administration before that, because, in fact, we reneged, we gave up our right as congressmen and congress-ladies to the executive branch. So, with my written statement, I can only suggest respectfully, the sooner the better. I think it's crucially important, especially for the highway bill. And remember what I said, I wrote the last big highway bill, and we discussed it, we exposed it, and we never had 414 votes for it. To me, that's a success. And I worked very close with Jim Oberstar. We did have earmarks on both sides. They were discussed, they were exposed, and the people voted for it. So that, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to answer any questions. I think this is one of the most crucial issues that face this House today, and I thank all of you, and I welcome your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Young. Ms. Schuster.